I'll often start by just sitting there in the landscape or on the beach, getting familiar with it, maybe taking photographs. I take bad photographs deliberately because what I want from the photographs is the compositions, the dynamic shapes in there. Drawing is probably the most important part of it. That's where it all starts. I work in oil, on paper, on wood or canvas. I like to paint anything, either from painting my friends, figures, portraits, still lifes, and obviously the seascapes and the landscapes are a main feature of my work. The beach I walk on is the beach I see every day, all day. A lot of the paintings I've done recently are just the walk from here, from my home to here, down Victoria Street. They're unremarkable scenes, they're little urban scenes. Even the seascapes, I choose unremarkable scenes more often than not. It's not about a dynamic, drama-filled image. It's about me being familiar, it's about my familiarity, it's about my environment. All the paintings are about me, essentially. My gallery, Keames Yard, is on the seafront. I call it a studio gallery because I work here and exhibit my own work here. Hello. I'm trying to get a sense of the scene with as little detail as possible. I'm constantly reducing the amount of information in the painting to get to the bare bones. I think it is a busy seaside town, but you'll notice that in my paintings there are never boats or people in any of my paintings. It is about the space and the dynamic of the composition, the light and the colours and the shapes. It is about abstracting it. A vein will appear in a painting, the darkness of the wood underneath will then become, I will take that onto another painting. They become features. I'm constantly revisiting old subject matters. They're like old friends, they're always there, and I can always go back to them, and I'll build on them. So one painting, I might start a painting and come back to it after a few days, weeks, or even years. For me, the important thing is the act of making the painting, the act of being there, looking at the scene, and then taking ownership of it. There is no attitude or drama in my paintings, really. They are quite, I suspect I've become quite boring in my subject matter. I think the more I paint, the more limited my view becomes, because it becomes more and more about the process of painting, about the painting, about the colours on the canvas. I suspect if I took it to its obvious conclusion, I would end up with a completely white or grey canvas. I get seasick standing on a jetty. I dread the idea of even crossing the channel. I have no sea legs. I can't even go fishing in a boat because I will get seasick. It's looking out onto it that's the important thing. I think I get the same sense. I'm from the hills, I'm from North Wales. I think you get quite a similar sense of space looking out to sea as you do being in the mountains. I love painting. Yeah, there is nothing I'd rather be doing. You know, I'm very lucky. I spend my entire life doing exactly what I want to do. And a lot of it is about time spent in front of the easel. Painting, the more you paint, the more you develop a facility for it, and you develop a language. You get better at what you do. I think it's like anything really, like learning a language. The way I gauge my success as an artist or in life is the fact that I'm able to be painting tomorrow. I don't think I've done the best painting I can yet. I did a painting in 1989 which I lost for about 15 years, so I didn't know who had bought it. It came back to me about 3 years ago, and I still think it's the best painting I ever did, and I'm still trying to recreate what I did then, and that was back in 1989. So I do feel that I'm still working up to something. There's a lot, there's a long way to go. I'm very suspicious of people who are satisfied with what they do. If you become satisfied, then there's no motivation, there's nowhere. It's going to be difficult to move on from there. I think you need to be constantly striving, seeking perfection or seeking something, and I think that's what I'm doing.